Guys. On today's episode, we'll be talking about forgiveness, holding grudges, and keeping malice. Yes, I went to church yesterday. But aside from that, coincidentally, I went online also and I saw a post that had to do with holding grudges. Can you believe that? It was about the story of a husband and wife that was homeless, and then they had to do this dry cleaning work, hoping that from the money they will be able to feed and then get something for themselves. And then this rich woman that he dry cleaned for, eventually didn't pay him the money. And that was it. He felt pained. He had to sell his wife's phone, because he had even already sold his own. So at that point, he had to sell his wife's phone, and his wife was heavily pregnant, to be able to take care, for them to get something to eat and all that. And then, as time goes on, the story of their life changed. And then this woman, eventually they met later in future, and things had gone bad for her. So she needed a place to, to do business, and then he already owns property, he owns the land, and then the land this woman came that wanted to use was his. And this woman didn't even recognize him. Can you believe that? Such is life. And then, for him to be sure that he had forgiven her, he had to give the space rather, to the woman for free, without even introducing himself to the woman. That is the height. Sometimes we need to pinch ourselves to be sure where we are, if in truth we are forgiving or not. Sometimes we just talk about issue and we're like, okay, I don't hear. Okay, I don't forgive you, moving on. But that is it. And then sometimes, because we find it difficult to forgive, we still have that pain inside of us. That grudge is inside of us. It's difficult for us to let go. And because of that, it keeps us at arm's length with that person. And then sometimes you don't even know. You're keeping malice. Like I used to have a friend in university those days. Look, keeping malice is a specialty. She gets A1 in keeping malice. Once you offend her, she'll just look at you. She feels so bad. First of all, she might not even give you opportunity to come and apologize. If you are good enough to seize the opportunity to come and apologize, lucky you. And then if she feels your apology is good enough, but if not, she don't X you. And the Xing, like, if you they follow this lane, two of them not even see eye to eye. And I'm like, how can you keep yourself in such bondage? Because somebody offended you. If you see that person coming, you go and follow another route. On top waiting now. Why should I punish myself like that? A lot of people don't understand that when you cannot forgive, you put yourself in a bondage. You're suffering yourself. That's the truth. And this goes a long way in affecting even our relationship. It's like your guy do you something. Okay, imagine a relationship now that is not all bed of roses. So when the guy offends you, you go hold am today, go hold am tomorrow. How many things do you want to keep inside of you? And then in a house, I've even heard that there are couples like, they can be in a house for like 2 weeks, they're not talk to each other. 1 month, they're not talk to each other. Okay, maybe I can understand if you're so pained for like 1-2 days, maybe. But going that far, until now, wow. The truth of the matter is that even if it doesn't stop, you still have to, you end up offending each other most of the time. And then how many do you want to keep? So basically what I'm talking about today is that we should check ourselves time after time to be able to have the spirit of forgiveness. Because I learned through this, my friend, that forgiveness is actually a grace. I realized that I had something she didn't have, and I'm proud of it. Even though at this point I feel guilty, sort of, because at a point in time something happened between both of us years ago, and like I said, she's A1 in keeping malice. Within me, I had forgiven her, but I just felt, stay your lane. And because I know that she will keep malice, I just decided to like zone her, like she's not even existing. And guess what? Since then till now, hello, hi, we never talk. So I don't even know if at this point I'm keeping malice. God, I think I will need to reach out to her, you know. Let me just talk to her and then let us make peace. Anyway, if you're watching this video, you know it's you I'm talking about. So you should be ready when I come for you. If you like, not follow me talk. Anyway, so let us check ourselves to have the spirit of forgiveness, not to keep malice, to clear our system of grudges, and be a happy, loving person. That is my talk for this week. Let us have a free week of grudges, no keeping malice, and it encourages progress in all that we do, in our businesses, in our home, in our relationship. It keeps you alert. It makes you positive. It keeps that energy, you know, that positive energy. That is what we need. Anyway, so that is my talk for this week. Peace and love.